This is a 90 series pump, just like you will see as the propel on your tractor broom. Now this controller, what we're going to work on to make the acceleration and deceleration slower. Your controller is a little bit different. It's not electrically controlled, it's hydraulically controlled. So you will have one that looks just like this, and it will be on there, but it uses the same bolt pattern. But for this exercise, the orifice we're going to change is going to be essentially the same. So I will take all these bolts out of the controller here. Save my money up for some power tools, so but we'll get that. Okay, so those bolts are out. This is a metal gasket. It usually just will come right loose, and you'll pull this straight up. Now, you're going to lose all your hydraulic fluid, so you want to have your tank under a vacuum or valve shut off, or however you want to stop that from coming out. Now, right here in that little cage, let's go ahead and get our gasket kind of pulled up, and we can throw that back out there. That's reusable. That little piece right there is our orifice. Now we want to keep this nice and clean, and I usually just put my knife in there and hold this, and I'm going to pop that orifice up out of there. Now, this little piece right here that has the hole in it, you're going to want a bigger hole right there to go faster, a smaller hole to go slower. Make sure you put that back in there where it goes. The little cage, if you have to spread that out, so spread it out. Mine seems to be holding just fine. It's not going to fall out when I turn it over. Most important part of this next deal is this little pin right here has to go in this hole. If you don't get this pin stabbed in that hole, you will have no control over the propel when it takes back off. So it's always imperative that you have your machine up on jack stands, so in case that you don't get that stabbed in there right, at least the machine won't take off uncontrollably. Up on jack stands, it will just spin the wheels, right? So I'm going to set this gasket down here. I've got it, I've verified that it's the correct way. Okay, and then I'm going to try to stab this on there. Kind of get, if you look just right, you can just barely see that thing stabbed, and I know that I've got it stabbed in there. And we're back to reassembly, and that's pretty much how it works.